Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Volunteers, and this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Volunteers offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Caught behind the line. It's Sims. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
To the ground with the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They're going to run it. Makes his man miss. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown ball. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets six.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. So the Tulane Green Wave offense will have its first chance to go on the attack. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and going to be a long day. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He's going to let it go. And he's got it at the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd down, going up top. He makes the grab. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Vols will punt it away on 4th down. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Leaves it with the running back. Bounced off his feet.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath. or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Culpepper. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small game and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Grab behind the line. It's Kendricks. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. Fair catch called for, but a flag is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice job by the fullback on that play. Was in pass protection first. He saw he could release out of the backfield, become a viable target for the quarterback, and gains a couple yards.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll give it to the back. Bulls his way forward. Ripping through the defense. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need one more yard for the touchdown on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
In third and goal, I'm giving it to my playmaker. You let your quarterback make this decision whether he wants to run it in or right here. He sees the opportunity. His guy's wide open. Hits him in stride for the easy touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Gaines. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll line up for a second down play. Direct snap. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Snagged in the middle. It's Hankerson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Off play action. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Setting up the screen. What a cut. Now he's loose. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Lets it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Gaines. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
He wants to pass it on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football.
He's off to the races. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Cal just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Berkeley. They'll enjoy this one all week. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide.
He's going for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. So you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the returner will be brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it fly on the move. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Volunteers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Gaines. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On the move. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock. So good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Coming after it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Perhaps feel... signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back.
And they got him for the sack.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Vols line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Line gets set. 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Gonna run it. It's Flanagan. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start. I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins that time, Diop.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on 1st down from the 28. They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown ball. And that one will give him the lead.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. time to take a shot. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Catch in the middle. It's Kendricks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Flanagan. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Mark out of bounds at the 30. That's a 1st down for the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now improvising. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. You throw it away and live to play another day.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. 1st down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
2nd down coming up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nice move, create some space. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Georgia Tech pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those rambling wreck players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
How about he's going to throw deep right side. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Green Wave. And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
It's complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the returner goes down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball.
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they take it in for 6 more points. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Vols will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the lone running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. Really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive runs.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Give to the back.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Throwing right. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice game. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. This crowd knows when to bring it. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Was to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Trying to get to him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. At the 20, he's got space. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Tulane.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. Field goal is good. And we are all tied up here in the fourth. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
So here comes our first play of overtime.
42 Spider. Alert, alert.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Quickly complete. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in passing.
Now they'll run the draw. Fakes his man out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they score first here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. On the run, it's Flanagan. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Flanagan. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are...
Touchdown, Tulane! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
Now first down here in the second overtime. They'll run it from the gun.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Sends it downfield. Touchdown ball! With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. Trying to punch it in. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. After the stop, now a 2-point try to win the game.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They want to throw it. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the 2, and we play on. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that 2-point conversion bag really is. He'll set up to throw. Working that left side now. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Snap in the shotgun. They're bringing heat. They are denied. The 2-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Great. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.